Welcome to the Happiness Podcast Project. And
This is a reaction.
reaction.
Yes, sir.
What kind of reaction is this?
This is a Brittany Dawn reaction.
Brittany Dawn
Fitness Instagram influencer getting caught. Not getting caught, but basically
Getting hot.
she's getting called out, basically.
Called out?
Called out for making promises to her clients or people that follow her to have customizable meal plans and advice and personal coaching, but it did not come out that way. They were just cookie cutter plans, pre-scripted messages,
She got caught.
$300 worth for 3 months. Verified?
Yeah. I'm going to go on and say it's $300 because I heard it through the grapevine.
$300, but she didn't follow through with her promises, her advertisements for those programs. So she ended up giving a refund, or at least promising a refund back, but she needed to have her clients, customers, followers, subscribers, whatever, what have yous, to sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
Wow.
But the thing is, when you do this non-disclosure agreement, it prevents you from naysaying, speaking more about the topic of her not following through with her promise.
Yeah.
And what we find out is that she only gave back a $50 refund.
A $50 full.
And you're saying $300 because I thought it was like $100.
Well, what I see.
No, it was more than $100.
Yeah,
more
what
than
I see was
$100.
$300.
So yeah, add on to any more because I kind of just like started running with it.
Okay. So first of all, I want to thank our esteemed panel for being here. We have fitness-minded people, experts, owner of Spartacor Performance Center.
Good one.
Is it a performance center?
It is a performance.
Yeah.
Center.
And we're right here in Peninsula
We're
We're here at
Self-Defense.
Peninsula Self-Defense. Eric Acha's Peninsula Self-Defense, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The finest martial artists come here.
What about Kali and all that?
Calm
sorry,
down. We're getting to it. Or at least the finest people come here. We also teach Kali, JKD, CSW, and STX kickboxing, which I am an instructor here. And we have the wonderful Miss.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a personal trainer. I don't know. what else to
There you go.
say.
So,
And you also teach what classes?
I also teach TRX classes, and I'm a dog walker.
and a dog walk. A dog
Trio.
walk.
Trio. Got it all.
All right,
going on.
so first of all, I got to say something hilarious. So dog walk is what we used to call somebody when it's like, I'm a dog walk that motherfucker. You beat their ass and drag them across the floor. It'd be like, watch, I'm a dog walk them. So I just had to bring
That
that,
sounds
up.
way more
That is
badass.
not
than
the
I
same.
do.
That
boy
is
thing.
not
I had
the
to bring
same
that
thing
up.
we're talking about here.
I wasn't always the person I am now, but also, dude. So I used to be like, TRX, what's that? And I tried to take a TRX class once.
It's not easy.
That shit was almost as hard as yoga.
It's it's intense.
Yeah, and so I wanted to kind of bring this group together and like get reactions to this because everybody at one point here is dedicated to self perfection, and some folks here even make their living at it. And what really strikes me about this is not the fact that she's a total scam artist.
No, she's not.
Because I mean, at one point, she probably knows how to put a program together, how to work out and this and that. The fact that she overpromised what she couldn't deliver, and it kind of like the Fire Festival. Like maybe she meant to do that, and maybe she kind of meant to like go down this road and really have people, and maybe she even wanted to better people's lives, and the money was really great. And she knew she can get paid for it. But she probably didn't have the bandwidth to actually complete it because I was looking into it as we were doing the prep, and I was like, hold on a second. You said you're going to be available by email or phone for people to ask questions? So
That's a high demand right there. Takes
That
a
many
lot of
followers? That's a
time.
lot.
Yeah, how many followers?
I have a hard time.
550,000 followers
550, yeah,
You can't
550,000.
custom make a program. for
and close to 200,000 subscribers on YouTube.
And so I'm sure all of those people didn't sign up for a program, but let's say that 20 people signed up for a program. Could you imagine having to be in constant contact with 20 people?
I don't like it being in constant contact with two people.
I talk to Scott once a month when we do
10
this.
clients, that's enough. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of work.
And so, just what's your reaction to that? What's the most egregious thing of it? Do you think, Aaron?
I mean, the biggest thing to me, I don't know all the finer details of the story, but the biggest thing to me is that she just mispackaged what she was selling. She didn't label it what it was, which was she was selling diet and fitness advice over the internet, which honestly, to the consumer, you should know based on how many followers she has and that it's over the internet that you're probably not going to get individualized anything. Anything off of Instagram or YouTube, anything that's not in person, you're going to get a template. And that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that's what it is.
It's basic.
So
Tell people what it is.
the only issue I would have with the whole thing is she just mispackaged what she was offering people and promising some one-on-one contact that was not going to happen.
But you
clearly.
cannot charge $300 for some cookie cutter shit, and that's probably why she mispackaged
What
it.
was the length of time for the $300?
I think it was 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Well, I mean
that's a lot of time.
3 months for
$300.
$300. You're buying a template.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
most people I know that really work with nutrition and are actually creating an individualized plan. 3 months is like $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely.
Wow. Okay, that's new information. I didn't know.
You get what
Well,
you pay for.
individualized plan. I mean, yeah, I believe
I won't
that.
be fucking with no individualized plans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fucking with frozen Weight Watchers dinners.
This is another example of you need to do some research into what you're planning on buying. I mean, nobody goes out and buys a car and is like, "Hey, that thing looks kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I'll buy that." And it's a piece of ass, and it was $2,000, and now they're pissed off that it broke down.
Well, I'm not buying a piece of ass for $2,000.
Different kind of piece of ass.
My bad. What do you think about that, Miss Katie?
My biggest problem is that she didn't own up to the fact that she fucked up. Like when all the people that she scammed called her out on it, she played the victim and she cried and acted all innocent, like she didn't know what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
ooh, you ain't giving her no.
You
I
made
have no sympathy.
You also made a great point before we went on the show right now that you're talking about she almost, not like she intentionally did it, but
I don't think that was the plan from the get-go. No.
there's like the vulnerabilities of the people that wanted to look like her or change to have these transformations.
Yeah, she took advantage of people's vulnerabilities that she knew that they wanted to get in shape, look like her. So she gave them a customized plan. And she had two choices, just like the fire situation.
Right.
They had a choice. Once they realized it was going off the rails, they had a choice to let people know, sorry, it's not actually going to go as planned. She had the same choice, but she let it go on and send them these fake emails saying, oh, you're doing great. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm getting no
like
results.
automatic responses.
Yeah, automatic responses. And, like, she had every opportunity to stop it in his tracks and say, you know what, I took too much on. I thought I could handle this, but I can't. But she just let it go on and on and on. And everyone's telling me that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm innocent. Oh, shut up. Like, you know exactly what you're
Tell
doing.
him.
Please.
Tell him.
Like, own it. Like,
So-
she should say, look, like, I thought I knew what I was doing. I messed up. I'm sorry, guys. But no, I'm new and I'm innocent. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, it's almost like a way
wow.
of emotionally manipulating her audience, her subscribers,
I
followers.
think even the crocodile tears at the end, because when I looked at her, like I was like, okay, she looks like, I mean, me being almost middle aged, Jesus. I look at her and I'm like, all right, she's like, maybe she's a young kid and she didn't know, and you start playing out to, oh my God, she's crying this and that. But you're absolutely right. So my take on it is this: first of all, you offered a service that you were lying about. And where was your refund for the service? You offered a $50 refund if you signed an NDA so you wouldn't ruin it.
And
you were living a great lifestyle off of this money, and you were spending that money and this and that. So if you're going to spend the money, you better try to find a way to deliver. Or you shouldn't spend shit until you can deliver it. I mean,
Exactly.
I actually have customized plans for people who train with me. For everybody who comes and does a private lesson with me, and if they're going to do privates, and if they stay for over 3 privates, they get a plan that I write up for them. taking into their fears. Like, what are you scared of if you're learning self-defense? What are your goals? Are you just trying to get in better shape? Are you trying to be more flexible? Or, you know, I know somebody who has a goal of just maybe he wants to, you know, get some self-defense. He wants to be a police officer or this or that. Okay, let's put these together for you, and then let's go and let's work towards our goal. So I actually have a customized plan, and it costs a lot less than $300 for 3 months for just a plan. But it costs a lot more because the trade-off with getting that plan is that you have to come to me over and over again. So I think number one thing is that, you know, you're kind of committing fraud if you don't do that. Another thing is this. The internet has made everyone think that everything is cheap. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, newsflash: shit isn't $19.99 to buy something.
Especially in California.
Yeah, you're not getting something great. You're not getting a great product for cheaper than everybody else. Because if this product was so great that she had for $300 for 3 months or whatever it was, you know, definitely not the $1,200, right?
No.
So
$300 is a template price.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So if it was so great, everybody would be doing it. You're not discovering anything new. You're not the first. It's on the fucking internet. Everyone has access to it. And I think our feeling to be so exclusive, we're going to be the exclusive. We're going to be the first ones to do it. I'm going to look like her in this. And look, I found this way. And you're like, oh, shit, I'm gonna be that person to get it. And really what happens is that you're just another sucker because you got played off with the vulnerabilities and you got played off with the ability and the notoriety of an Instagram model. You know, I would say Instagram booty model, but I looked at the booty and there ain't no booty there, and so and you just got played. You know, I think that this is a lesson for people to stop getting fucking played by everything.
But the other interesting thing about to think about it though is that if she has that many followers, I haven't even looked at her feed, so I don't remember what
That
you
bitch
guys
got
said.
2 followers now.
500,000.
But anyways.
Yeah.
Loyal ones.
If she had just been honest from the start and said, hey, I've got this workout plan or nutrition plan, not individualized custom, you'll get access to me and all of that shit, she probably would have sold almost just as much and not gotten into all this fucking trouble over, you know, not communicating with people.
Yep.
Well, communication is the biggest issue.
Yeah.
I mean, their expectations for what she's promising, which is not matching up. And so that really goes into the point is, if you're going to go into the world of fitness, I really implore you to educate yourself on fitness. It's not hard. You can look like her. You can look like any of these fitness Instagram celebrities. Albeit, sometimes you might have to use some pharmaceuticals, enhancements. But for the most
dudes.
part, for dudes.
Well, I guess girls
some
too, a little
females.
bit.
But for the most part, you can look like
Across the
them.
board.
You stay on your diet. You learn about all the training techniques. It doesn't take long. I'm self-educated. I'm sure Aaron's self-educated. You were self-educated at one point. Katie's self-educated. It can be done. You don't need to spend $99. Just look. There's so many free resources.
Yeah.
And just because someone looks good doesn't mean they know exactly what they're talking about. Just saying.
And the biggest
vice
thing
versa.
to avoid all scams in the future for anybody shopping anything fitness, there is nothing magical or secret ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
No magic pill.
It's
Worked
hard work.
with pro coaches. I've bought all kinds of programs off the internet and in person. None of them ever have anything new or magical or secret. All it is consistency. There's some science there with, you know, how much you're working out and what things look like. But all of those things are consistent across the board for everybody who gets good results.
And I noticed that it's discipline, commitment, and just pure hard work.
Accountability.
There is no
Accountability.
magical fruit.
Self-accountability.
Yeah, there is no magical fruit from the Amazon that will shave your belly fat off if you eat it 52 times a day.
How do you come up with this stuff?
People buy into this shit. It's
I see that shit on
unbelievable.
the internet all the time.
Katie mad as hell. It's like, stop buying
It
into that
drives.
shit.
I play Trivia Crack every once in a while, you know, because my parents love to play it, and this
excuse me.
ad keeps coming on where
Hold on a
it
second.
shows
Hold on. Trivia crack.
Yeah, what
Trivia
is
Crack.
that?
It's almost as good as real crack. So
It's an app game of trivia questions, basically. And
Yeah, I
then
like how she tried to play it off. I was like, oh, I only play it because my parents
I
play it.
swear, I swear, I
don't
can't
even
stand
like
it.
it.
Normally, it's only. Anyways, I'm not gonna.
Hey, I got to get some black man cultural shit in here. Man, white people drop a crack reference, so it's almost as good as real crack. I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry to say, I've never done real crack.
The police is coming. Bro, you can't be snitching yourself off like that. Shut the fuck up. Shit, I'm on probation. Let me put away my straight razor.
I keep it in my glove box. It's fine. Nobody knows. But yeah, like this ad keeps coming on where it shows, really, really large women like drinking like a cup of tea, and it's saying, oh, all you need to do is drink this magical drink and you'll drop all your body fat with no exercise. I'm like, stop instilling this shit, because most of these people playing Trivia Crack are young, impressionable kids who are struggling with their weight, and they see this and they think, oh my God, I don't need to work out. I don't need to eat right. I just need to drink this shit and I'll be fine. It's like, no. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
You got to put in the work.
Hey, maybe if they wasn't playing Trivia Crack and they just go
work out,
outside, work
Yeah,
out,
true.
put their body motion.
I always tell people, like, people look at me and they're like, wow. I mean, I say I work out pretty aggressively when I work out. I don't lift heavy weights. I'm not trying to, be a Instagram booty model, but it may be coming. But what I do is,
Please God no.
Aaron,
Just-
you're going to
don't
be
do
my
that.
first subscriber. But what happens is that you actually have to work hard. And people are like, why are you working so hard? Are you trying to lose weight? Oh, I think you're losing weight. Why are you working so hard? It's like, why are you working hard? And I'm like, because I like to work hard.
Because they don't like the fact that they don't work hard, so
Yeah.
they're projecting.
Or people get amazed, like, oh, you could do a lot of stuff I didn't think you could do. You're a big guy. And I was like, oh, yeah? You should see when I want to do it. I mean, I'm doing it now because I have to show it. I'm not doing it because I want to do it.
Well, you just have to expend energy. You expend energy, you heat your body up, metabolism kicks in, fat burning. That's
Burn more calories than you're
Gotta keep
intaking.
the body
And
moving.
stay away
Simple.
from Chicago-style deep dish pizza because that stuff is fire, boy. I ate 2 this week. My diet jacked.
Yep. Consistency. Don't eat shit. That's about it.
Yeah, it's
I-
really
Oh,
simple.
and last
People
thing,
don't
last
wanna,
thing. If you really want some changes, you got Photoshop. Just saying.
No.
Just saying.
They got apps with the whole like airbrush the abs on. And
Really?
shit.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
You still need to walk around in real life. You can't just
No.
walk around in like a
Just be on the
Photoshop
phone.
world, okay?
Yeah, and you know what people gonna be saying right now? Like they're not gonna say it about me because I'm big. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, look at you, but you're so small, and everything is just easy for you." And a man hasn't touched me for 72 years. And,
Oh my God.
and a dude's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you something, boy. Back in my day, before I got hurt, I was an all-star inside linebacker at Crenshaw High, boy. I'm telling you something. I was bad." But the bottom line is this.
That was some serious specific
I
shit.
really hope nobody actually sounds like that in real life.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Like, no wonder you haven't gotten pussy. I'm saying.
But I'm gonna tell you something for real. There's no secret to it. Like literally, I've
No.
I've gone through this my whole life. Walk outside of your house, put on some tennis shoes. If you can't run, walk. Spend 2 hours outside of your house. Come back home. When you sit down to eat something, all the stuff that you want to eat, ignore that shit and eat some shit that you need to eat.
Right.
You know?
It is true that it is harder for some people. Some people just have hormone imbalance, whatever it is. Not saying that they are victims, not saying that it is impossible, but I'm fortunate to have the genetic makeup where I've never struggled with my weight. And I have empathy for people who do struggle, but the problem is with the whole fat acceptance movement is that they tell these people that it's not your fault at all. Like you're victims. Like you have this horrible genetic makeup. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like, no, you still have control. You can still control what you put in your mouth.
That's true. And I don't know about. I didn't know that there was a fat acceptance movement. I'm old. But I'll say this.
Yeah.
You should be how you want to be. But
Yeah, if you
don't
wanna
make
be-
excuses of why you're that way.
Exactly.
And
No judgment towards people who are
Please.
overweight. Don't give a shit.
And don't rely on fitness Instagram influencers to tell you how to exercise and do your fitness, because most likely you're getting a cookie cutter program. You're getting a template.
But when did we?
the other thing about that is, though, honestly, most cookie cutter programs will work.
They will.
It's just
You gotta
You
work. You
have
have
to
to
be
stick to
consistent,
it.
Yeah.
and you have to
It's
actually
not
work.
sustainable for a lot of people.
Well, this is what kills me though. when the fuck did I look at somebody on Instagram? Oh, well, they got to be right there on Instagram. It's on the internet. It
They
got
have
to
a lot
be
of
true.
followers. It must be
It's like,
accurate.
like, calm the fuck down. Do you know real people? You can walk outside of your house and go someplace where people are going to give you fitness advice. Most people I know who are really genuine about making people's lives better, they'll probably give you something before you pay them. Like, I know I've sent people over to Aaron just to talk about maybe strengthening their back or maybe just this or that. And I know I'm sending them to Aaron. I'm hoping that they sign up. I'm hoping that it's a fruitful relationship. But I also send them to him because Aaron's going to give him a little piece of advice because he likes people to be better. That's just the way it is. Go talk to someone. You can't be scared to talk to people because you're so scared to talk to people that interact with real humans that you're getting scammed by some Bambi on the gram, and you gonna send her $300? Fuck that. Send me $300.
Because people want somebody else to just make the problem go away. If I could, if I just pay you $300,
It's in the
then
form of a
then I'll
magic
get
pill.
skinny.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. If you actually took the correct route, it's the harder route because all those people that you're seeing on Instagram that are ripped and you want to look like them, they found the way that works for them, and they probably did it by putting in a lot of time and effort into actually figuring out what did work for them.
So they were seeking out the knowledge.
Yeah, whether they're using drugs or not doesn't matter. That's not going to make you magically ripped anyways. But they put in the time to both research and working out to get that result. But the problem is most people just want to pay $300 and they think in a month I'm going to look fucking amazing.
It's
like
the
this
same-
Instagram model.
Yeah, because there's one thing about that article that I seen, and they said, well, people, they weren't getting the results that they wanted or that they were promised. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you got a program, and let me tell you something, if your program says do 200 jump squats, 200 sit-ups, and 200 push-ups, and that's a pretty good body workout right there, and you do that every day,
And stay on your diet too.
and you watch what you eat,
Yeah.
you're going to get some changes really quick in your body. You know, and that workout is going to take an hour. You know, you're going to be sore as hell at first, but in 2 weeks, I know from personal experience of doing a ton of push-ups. In 2 weeks, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be like, oh, this isn't bad. You know, to the point where you have to increase it. And so I think that the thing is you have to do whatever it is. You have to do it. And you have to stop the things that you're doing bad. You know, you have to do everything except eat more.
Well, yeah, it's the American way. They just want to pay their way to having the body they want without actually doing the work.
So do you see that a lot in your life as a personal trainer?
Oh, yeah. People will give me, they'll pay me to work them out 3 days a week, and they won't do my homework I give them. They won't eat right, and they just think that they can spend all the money, and they think, well, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. I have a trainer. I should be fit.
Yeah.
It's like, but you got to do it yourself.
And by the way, working out 3 times a week isn't enough.
No.
Just to let you know. Just
Nope.
just to be honest with you.
Better than nothing, but it's not
just
enough.
just to be honest with you, a gym workout 3 times a week might be enough, but you got to be doing other stuff.
That's for I would call that like an average.
You can't just go home and
rate
eat
of
pancakes
keeping
after our
yourself in shape.
workout and
It's a
expect
good
to lose
start.
weight.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Ooh,
Pancakes sounds good right now, huh?
Man, I might. Woo, you got to stop. You over there talking dirty.
All right, so I think we got it pretty good. Actually, so the final verdict on Brittany Dawn.
Final
We
verdict.
think mispackaged or
Completely mispackaged.
Mispackaged.
That was the screw up.
Well, I want to know what you are viewing public, all 107 subscribers
and hopefully new ones.
and our new subscribers. I want to know what you think about this. Does this spark your interest? Are there people out there struggling? Are there people out there, maybe there's something we didn't miss. Maybe there's an insecurity in people that really like they've tried everything else and they're desperate and they're just gonna try this. I want to really know what you think about it. And so leave your comments, like and subscribe, like yada yada yada, but really leave your comments about this because I think that this is something that's really challenging people at this time.
And we will talk about your comments because that's what we do.
Yeah, we'll
we
talk
love
about
to have like an actual discussion on the show.
we will talk about your comments. My verdict on it is that even if you don't start off lying, at one point you know you're lying. So like, I mean, there's
Stopping
been,
in its tracks.
yeah, there's been times that I've been talking to a lady and I've been talking that good shit, and all of a sudden, well, shit, you know, baby, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, because I'm trying to get that booty.
Yeah.
I'm lying. So if you're lying,
How
you
is
know
that
you're
going to
lying.
help you get
How did
booty?
we even get here?
I don't know. It's just
Hey, I just want to turn it
Like,
into
I
booty.
wasn't interested, but now that you say you're from New York,
from Brooklyn.
oh,
Well,
excuse me.
It, it depends. It depends. You know, you.
Wait, hold on.
If they that's what Aaron said when he go to
this is-
Iowa. No,
The problems I gotta deal with on the show right here.
It's not so
no,
sexy.
no. But
I'm from Iowa.
no.
Want some supper in that house?
How'd you know they said that?
Some supper. No. I'm gonna say this though. If you're lying, you know you're lying, and you got to stop. And it's difference between you lying to somebody. You shouldn't lie where it hurts people and it costs people money. Okay.
Yeah, don't play on people's vulnerabilities because there's people that are actually struggling and really trying to better themselves, and you're taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
And that's your final verdict on
Yeah.
that whole situation?
Because I have empathy for these people. Like, they don't know. Like, I'm into fitness, so I know the truth, but they don't know.
But motherfuckers know they got to do something.
Well, of course, and they're not
Right.
total victims, but like,
Yeah. Word.
And then my final verdict is don't believe everything that you see on the gram. Do your research. Go in to explore the world of fitness. Begin there. Talk to knowledgeable resources like personal trainers in your local area or what have you. And to give this how many fuck ratings I give this a 5.
5 fucks.
Yes, because
Which
to me,
is the top.
it is because this is all about holistic development here. This is about
There's
educating
only 5
yourself.
of them to give.
This is about educating yourself. This is about getting yourself into action, getting yourself fit.
Yes.
And it all spiritually starts from within
Yes.
to find that knowledge.
Yes. And I just want to tell you that if Scott only has 5 fucks and he gave them, damn, it's
it
magic.
means a lot.
All right. That's
right,
it. That's it.
And that's it.
I'm Grover Reese from Gorilla Combatives.
I'm Scotty from Warwick Unity.
Katie from Huel. Actually, not really. I'm from Crunch, the best gym ever.
Please introduce yourself.
Aaron from Spartacore Performance Center.
I like it.
The best performance center ever.
We've got all the performances.
All right. Look, man. Have you tried happiness?
I have. So grab yourself a slice today.
Or a lick.
Boom. We're out.